Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today's video we're gonna discuss bubble sort algorithm and its implementation using Java, right? So please do watch completely this video to understand in a better way, right? Okay, before moving forward, if you have not subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe it immediately and hit the bell icon to get all the notifications, right? So if you see, this is my channel and git videos are there, JUnit and integration testing and code coverage and a lot of videos are there. You can explore by your own, and if you are really interested, you can watch those videos, right? So now come back and today's topic to the today's topic. Okay, right? So bubble sort, right? So what exactly means sorting, right? So sorting means you need to have those elements. Suppose someone given one array to you and said, okay, sort this array, right? So how you will sort, whether it's a ascending order, you need to have those elements of array in ascending or descending order, right? So to sort that array in ascending or descending order, we do have different types of algorithms are available, right? So one of that algorithm is bubble sort, right? So bubble sort in sort is the simplest algorithm that works by repeatedly swapping the adjacent elements, right? So what is that key elements, key point of bubble sort? So it will swap elements, it will swap the adjacent elements, right? To make sort to that array, it will compare two adjacent elements and it will swap accordingly, right? So let's see one example. Okay, so let me create one array. Okay, let's take 10. Okay, 10, 30, 40, 5 and 6, 5 and 6, right? Okay, so first what you need to do, we need to compare two adjacent elements, 10 and 30. 10 and 30, what, it's already sorted, right? So let's have, so nothing will gonna happen. 10, 30, 40, 5 and 6. Next, what are the two elements we need to compare? 30 and 40. This is also in sorting. 10, 30, 40, 5 and 6. So next, what are the two elements? 40 and 5. So 10, 30, 5, 40 and 6. So 5 got swapped, right? So next, what are the two elements we need to compare? 40 and 6. So here 10, 30, 5, 6 and 40. If you see, 40 is that highest element in that array and it's added at the end of that array, right? So in one iteration, right, that element it's got added. So this is fast iteration. Okay, and how many comparisons we do have here? 1, 2, 3, 4 comparisons. How many? 4 comparisons. What is the length of the array? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Length 5. Okay, now let's move to that next iteration. So 10, let me zoom little bit. 10, 30, 5, 6 and 40. Let's compare 10 and 30. It's already sorted. 10, 30, 5, 6, 40. What are the next two elements we need to compare? 30 and 5, right? 30 and 5 we need to compare. So 10, here 5, 30 and 6 and 40, right? These two got compared and it's got swapped, right? So next, what are the two elements we need to compare? 30 and 6. So this is also we're gonna swap 10, 5, 6, 30 and 40. So 40 is already sorted one, so we no need to compare this because 40 was the highest element among the array. It's already sorted. So 30 is that second highest one, right? This is second pass, sorry, not second pass, second iteration. Okay, so how many comparisons we do have? Comparisons, 3 comparison. Okay, now let's move to next iteration. So 10, 5, 6, 30 and 40. These two 30 and 40 already, it's already sorted. Let's compare 10 and 5. So 5 is the smallest, so it will be swap 5, 10, 6, 30 and 40. Okay, so what are the next two elements we need to swap? This 10 and 6, right? So 5, 6, 10, 30, 40. This 40 is already sorted, this 30 is already sorted, and we no need to compare this 30 and 40, right? This is also, it's got sorted. So let's move to, okay, this is third iteration, right? How many comparisons? 2 comparison. Okay, now let's move to next. 5, 6, 10, 30 and 40. Okay, so here what are the two elements we need to compare? 5 and 6. It's already sorted. So 5, 6, 10, 30 and 40. This got sorted, right? This is fourth iteration. And how many comparisons? Only one comparison, right? So let me little bit zoom out so that entire thing will be visible over here. Okay, so if you see here, our array length is 4, sorry, array length is 5, array length is 5. So how many how many iterations we do have? Fourth iteration, 4 iterations we do have. So number of iterations equal to numbers of iteration equal to length minus 1 time, length minus 1 times, right? So and each iterations we are doing some comparisons, right? So if you see those comparisons in fast iteration we do have 4 comparisons, right? If you consider this is iteration 1 and iteration 2, right? So how many comparisons we do have? 4 comparisons, right? In fast iteration 4 comparisons. So if you see length minus 1 comparison, length is 5, 5 minus 1 equal to 4, right? Length is 5, 5 minus 2 equal to 3, right? 3 comparisons. 5 minus 3 equal to 2 comparisons, right? 5 minus 3. So if you see here, length minus 1, 2 and 3, this is that 1, two things we have observed, right? Okay, now let's plot this thing into one algorithm. So for each iterations, let's take one loop. Okay, so for iterations, right? For int I equal to 1, okay, I less than, right, I less than, so here length is how much? 5, right? So length is 5, right? Length is 5, and but what we have observed, length minus 1 time we need to compare, right? So less than equal to array dot length minus 1 and I plus plus, right? So if you see, we have observed here how many iterations we are doing, length minus 1 time. So I equal to 1 here and array dot length minus 1, right? This is for iterations. So here 4 iterations will do. I less than equal to array dot length minus 1, array dot length equal to 5, 5 minus 1 equal to 4. So I equal to 1 to I less than 4, right? So now let's see inside the comparisons how we'll do that inside the that comparison. So for this comparison, what we'll take, for int I equal to 0 to I less than, right? So first time if you'll see, length minus 1, length minus 2, length minus 3, in third iteration length minus 3, right? So what is that number of iteration? That number we need to subtract. So if you see here, I is that iteration, right? So array dot length minus I, right? J is less than array dot length minus I and j plus plus, right? So hope you got the idea, right? So I equal to 0 to, sorry, j equal to 0 to, this is j, if I have talked I, then my bad. Int j equal to 0 to j less than array dot length minus I. So this indicates how many passes we want, how many comparisons we want. In fast iteration, how many comparisons we want? 4, right? So if you see here, j equal to 0 to j is less than of 4, 5 minus I equal to 1, right? So 5 minus 1 equal to 4, right? So j equal to 0 to j less than 4. Five minus 1, okay, j less than 4. So this is okay, right? So we have taken from 0, so it should be less than. Okay, now let's, hope you have got a clear idea. Now inside, what we need to do, just we need to compare that array. So if array of j plus 1 is less than array of j, okay, then this means what? Array of j plus 1. This indicates array of j is how much? 0. J plus 1, 0 plus 1, how much? 1. And array of j means 0. So array of 1, where is that array? Okay. If array of 1 is less than array of 0, if array of 1 is less than array of 0, then what we need to do, we need to swap, right? So int temp equal to array of j and array of j equal to array of j plus 1 and array of j plus 1 equal to temp, right? So what we are doing here, over here, just we are checking two adjacent elements, array of 1 to array of 0, and we are swapping accordingly, right? So this is that entire algorithm. Now let's implement this one using Java. Let's quickly do that one. It will hardly take 5 minutes. So already I have opened my workspace over here, and let's have some what package. Array. Eclipse, sorry, ST is not responding. New, and over here some package will create. Quickly will start. This is what com dot sorting. Okay, let's create a class bubble sort. Let's have this main method. Okay, so for this one we'll quickly have some method. So in that method we'll pass that array, and we'll apply that bubble sort logic, right? So let's take one static method, public static shall we, okay, int array sort int array, and let's take some name array. Okay, so here what we'll do for int, two loops will take, right? This is for iteration. How many iterations sorry how many iterations we need to do. Int I equal to 1, I less than array dot length minus 1, right? So how many iterations we need to do? Array length minus 1 and I plus plus. So second iteration for comparisons of two adjacent elements of each iteration. So for int j equal to 0, j less than array dot length minus I and j plus plus, right? So this is why we are doing. So in each iteration, right, in each iteration one element will be sorted, right? So going forward in each iteration, and each iteration one elements will be sorted at the end, right? So this, for that one we are doing this minus I, and this less than y because we are taking 0, j equal to from 0, right? So now what we'll compare, if Control Shift F, if array of j plus 1 is less than array of j, then what we need to do, we need to do swapping, right? int array So int array of j equal to array of j plus 1, sorry, my bad. And here what we need to do, so we need to do swap, right? So in array of j we need to place array of j plus 1. So before that one we need to have one temp variable to store array of j value, right? Int temp equal to array of j, and now array of j equal to array of j plus 1 and array of j plus 1 equal to temp. Okay, so this is that thing. So what we are doing, we are comparing two adjacent elements, array of 0 to array of 1. If array of 1 is less than array of 0, sorry, array of 0, then we are swapping that array of 0 to, sorry, array of 1 to array of 0 and array of 0 to array of 1, right? So here we have done that entire thing, and what we need to do, we need to return this array. Okay, control shift F, and in main method we need to call this one. So this sort of new array, new int of, let's have the same 10 30 40, what is that, 10 30 40, 10 30 40 5 6, 5 and 6. Okay, here we go. We'll do a sys out of, so arrays dot toString, then so here arrays is one utility class. Here lot of methods are there, so I am converting this array to string. Okay, what is the problem? Maybe one more bracket. Okay, here we go. Let me run this program and hope it will work fine. Array index out of bound exception. Oh, here it should be less than equal to, no? That is the problem. Okay. Sorry, I have run through code coverage. I have to run as normal Java application. Console. Still it's array index out of bound. So why is array index out of bound? 5. Oh, it's my bad. It should be j, right? I equal to 0. Sorry, j equal to 0. Now it will work fine. Sometimes happen. I mean, these are the typo errors, right? 5 6 10 30 40, right? So it's got sorted that array, right? Okay, so hope you got a clear picture about this bubble sort, right? And please have some comments in that comment section, so which will boost my energy to post some more videos like this, right? So thank you for watching. Thanks.